you should do George Not Found. Okay.
First of all, his birth time is not found, but that's okay because we just can't look at the houses or exact degrees, but we can get a general idea.
First thing I noticed is that his sun is conjunct his Mercury in Scorpio. Sun is your identity, Mercury is communication. I have my sun conjunct Mercury, and I just know that like people with this aspect were told to shut the fuck up as a kid. Also, this is one of the most common aspects in a natal chart, so you might have it too. So as for his, it's in Scorpio, which means he communicates like intensely and in a sort of straightforward way, but he like needs to communicate, you know?
Also means that he's pretty intuitive, which is bolstered by the fact that he has a Cancer moon, which means he's really like receptive and intuitive to not only his emotions, but other people's emotions.
Speaking of Sun and Mercury, they're both sextile his Jupiter. This is a good aspect to have because Jupiter is about expansion, so he's, again, like optimistic and generous. And I have a part two. Okay, hi, welcome back to part 2 of reading George Not Found's birth chart. Like I said before, his Sun and his Mercury are both trine Jupiter, which is really good. Your Sun is your identity, Mercury is communication, and Jupiter is about expansion, so those areas in his life are really like expanded. It's like easy for him. He has an easier time expressing himself, and he's also like outgoing. Also see that Saturn is sextile Uranus. So Saturn's about the old tradition, your father, restrictions, stuff like that. Uranus is about new, like the internet, like innovation. And so when they're sextile, it's a really good thing because that indicates that he probably uses like the old to come up with the new. And it means he likes group work, basically. You also see that his Venus is sextile Pluto. Venus is the planet of beauty, of love. Pluto is a little bit more dark, the underworld, sex, obsession, like so think like Hades. It's also important to know that he has a Libra Venus, and Venus rules over Libra, so it's a good place to have. Part 3 later.
Hi, welcome to part 3 of reading George's birth chart. Last left off on Venus, sextile Pluto. Venus is about love. Pluto is kind of secrety. So yeah, he does love intensely, and this is kind of a softer aspect, but he does value a lot of privacy in relationships. Relationships are very intense and transformative for him. He's also got his Saturn trine Pluto. Saturn responsibilities, Pluto's secret, and it's trine, so it kind of indicates good leadership qualities. The juicy part is his Mars is squared his Pluto. Mars is about sex, aggression. Pluto is about obsession, secrets, etc. Mars squared Pluto. Mars is like sex, aggression. Pluto is secrecy, obsession. When they're squared, it kind of means that he gets angry, but in private, like he gets like angry. But at the same time, it takes a lot for him to get furious, but he does get really angry. It also means that people are easily obsessed with him, but this could be like kind of dangerous. And he's probably sexually intense. He's got softer aspects to Pluto, so it kind of balances out. Okay, so not gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence about making this video, simply because Glass Animals is one of my favorite bands of all time, and I see some of the comments that some of you guys write, but that's okay. I mean, like, I get it. Like, I used to be a Demon fanny when I was 13, but here, what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna fetishize any relationship, and we're gonna be respectful. The thing about synastry is that it's just about people's energy together. So it could be romantic, but it also could be platonic. Of course, take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm still studying astrology. I'm doing this for like entertainment, but also to help myself learn, to help you guys learn about what aspects mean. And the reason why I'm doing it on these people is because I don't know anything about them at all. Like, I don't watch them, so I don't know. And like, there's plenty of astrologers on this app who are like incredible at what they do. It's just I'm not one of